So today we're sitting down with two of our local Bentonville experts, Jan Holland and Cheryl Carmen. They are both realtors out of our Bentonville office for Coldwell, Banker, Harris, McKinney, and Fawcett. And we're going to kind of learn a little bit about what's going on in the market as well as their favorite things about Bentonville. They are Bentonville locals and really plugged into the community here. So kind of Jan and Cheryl, introduce yourselves.
I'll let you go first.
I'm Jan Holland and born and raised in Bentonville, kind of a rare thing you find here anymore, but born here, lived here, like to raise my kids here. So I've seen Bentonville in every phase of life and every decade. So what an amazing transformation. Never would have dreamed it, never would have guessed it, and feel very, very lucky and very fortunate to have been a part of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cheryl
Carmen. I moved here from California with my 5 kiddos back in 1993. So it has changed. And we, when I first moved here, it was overwhelming how sweet and innocent. That's all I kept thinking. It was, and people talking about not locking their doors and people not, and I that was such a weird phenomenon to me. But Bentonville still is sweet. But wow, has it become sophisticated, sweet, and it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes, absolutely. So tell us kind of, I know Bentonville's exploded over, especially even the last year. I moved here in 2021 and it's still just continued to explode like more and more. Tell us kind of what the real estate market's done over the last few years, because I know it's kind of exploded in Northwest Arkansas, but tell us about Bentonville specifically.
Go ahead.
I think it goes into affordability. I think that is something that is a concern for people who are kind of feeling a little squeezed out. But if you are a homeowner, man, your property values are increasing. So you're loving it if you're staying here, and it's a shock factor for people moving in. I've sold to people. One person came in from LA, and they were like, "These are LA prices," which was like, wow. I mean, we've been compared to Dallas and more regionally, but they said, no, these are really like LA prices. So I think that's the surprise. But also on the other side, the surprise of just how beautiful things are here and what you do get. And you get that community where you should lock your door, but you don't feel like you have to. So our crime is so low. So it's very desirable to live here.
Absolutely. Jen, I know you deal with a lot more new construction properties and listing those and townhomes and all kinds of things in downtown Bentonville. Right. Kind of what does that look like?
Well, it's interesting. The builder that I work with down there, we have tried to, we've watched to see for ourselves who's the demographic, who are buying these properties. Because obviously that sets you up for the next, buyer. But it's been really interesting. There's a lot of empty nesters. There's young families. There's really no real answer. It's everybody who just wants to live and be a part of downtown Bentonville specific. People are selling their, large house on an acre wooded lot. They've had that lifestyle, and now they're ready to, even though it's a complete shift in lifestyle, it's a downsize, but it's now the walkability to the square and the farmers markets and the restaurants. So I've seen a real shift in people just wanting that lifestyle. So yes, from a affordability standpoint, it's not for everybody, but I think for those who want that, they're going to take the plunge and they're going to do it. So it is really interesting to see who's buying it. A lot of young professionals. So, but I think everybody just wants to be a part of the community, and I think that's the draw.
Yes,
downtown.
I definitely think you even saying, that there is a diverse group. There's no specific group. I think that speaks to just Bentonville and Northwest Arkansas as a whole.
Absolutely.
That it's just, some people refer to it as a melting pot, but I think that's what makes Northwest Arkansas so unique.
Absolutely.
And compared to the rest of kind of the regional area it's just unique. It's diverse.
Right,
There's all kinds of different cultures and people and experiences that Northwest Arkansas has to offer. Speaking to that, what are some local things that people just can't miss, whether it's events, restaurants, things like that? What are your favorite things?
Well, Jan and I just this last week went to Awesome at the Alice Walton School of Medicine. Blow your mind. Yeah. So spectacularly fabulous. Just the architecture. And that's open to the public. That's the campus, which is open to the public. all these just huge gifts back to the community are open to the public, which is unbelievable. So between the restaurants, anything downtown, I'm a big Compton Hotel fan. Like big. But I love sitting at the Compton. I love just the energy of it and the vibe of it. Anything on the square, anything down 8th Street. Man, Bentonville Brewery's got just a great food truck court. There's something for everyone, whether it's super, super casual that you literally bike up to, or the very, very, Sistina, which is, a very high-end place at the Compton. Bentonville has something for everybody.
Yeah. And I think the new things that she's speaking of, the campus, the School of Medicine, to me, that is new Bentonville. I think old Bentonville, you're always going to have the charm of the square. I've had people through the years, oh my gosh, this is such a fairy tale, town, or Mayberry-like. So that'll always have the charm. But then when you look at the new things that are coming, that's just so exciting because nobody knows what that's going to do and continue to transform Bentonville. So it's a continuing transformation, but we're getting to enjoy it at every turn. And like I said, as we all know, there's something new coming every day, a new announcement rolling out every day. It's just going to continue to get better and better. And I just think we're just so lucky. We're so fortunate.
We are so fortunate.
I think the people that move here, they definitely they feel it too.
Absolutely. Bentonville continuously, we watch the headlines to see kind of what's going on so we can kind of share that knowledge with our clients and the community as a whole. And it's just constantly, there's a new headline for Bentonville every single day. And we are living that, and it's something new and it's great. Kind of tell me a little bit about how would you describe the culture or personality of Bentonville to someone who's looking at moving here or has never been here?
I think it's shocking to people how I love what was said earlier today, and it's true. And when I have my tours with people coming in, everybody is like, is everybody this friendly? The disarmingness of how friendly everybody is. But I think what that is everybody's happy to live here.
Yeah.
I think everybody it is a gift to live in Bentonville, Arkansas, because of what is all around us and surrounding us. And so you can be involved in anything. But I think that is a little bit the most shocking of wow, people are really friendly. People really want to help you. People are, you're walking down the street and people say hi to you. And I think when you come from a major city, everybody's kind of so isolated and insular that it's a little bit of a shock factor to that.
No, I totally agree with everything she just said. And I think what you said too is if you're happy to be somewhere and living somewhere, I think if that's underlying, of course you're going to help others and be more open and friendly. And I think that's probably the underlying factor right there, I would say, that just makes people love being here, welcoming new faces. And I always tell people that move here, you're not alone, because 90% of the people that live here have moved here from somewhere else and they've been in your shoes.
Yes.
So the fact that you're getting welcomed, they were in your shoes at one time too, so they felt that and they're just giving that back. So I think people, they get that from others because they've been in your shoes before. So I think it's just a very everybody's just very, very welcoming and very friendly.
Yes. I think I've heard a statistic here recently that there's almost 40 people a day moving to Northwest Arkansas from outside.
And why wouldn't they?
Great. Yes. It's fabulous. Yes. We love Northwest Arkansas for sure. Well, thank you both so much for taking some time and sitting down with us. And we hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.